Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Monday, August 10th, 2026. Let's take a look at the charts. Start with the weekly chart, of course. 3 weeks ago, we settled below this significant channel bottom, 18-month channel bottom, roughly 378.05. It actually held nicely the April lows, and then we collapsed below it 3 weeks ago, setting off a long-term sell signal. And by that, I mean, like through the rest of the year, that kind of long-term, 3 to 5 month sell signal that anticipates 227.85 as a completed target. On the way down, I've been mentioning all along that we have more of a midterm support or a midterm objective. This was considered like a 3 to 5 week target at one point, but it all happened in 1 week on the bad earnings report from 3 weeks ago. We tested it pretty quickly. A 291.81, 296.35. 296.35 is the descending channel bottom that spans back to that early year low. I think this is January high. January high. So this is a 8-month structure in itself, roughly, and it correlates pretty well with 291.81, which is really just a wave count based on the same amount of time, same data. A minus B, the distance between those two subtracted from C, takes you to 291.81. This is a solid bottom-picking zone on a near-term basis only, and by that I mean a 3 to 5 week counter-trend rally is possible back to 378.05. And by counter trend, I mean because within the overall scope of a long-term sell signal where we're actually anticipating 227.85, this is considered counter trend. And we're a week or two into it. It was 2 weeks ago that we actually clearly tested the channel bottom, as came close to testing the wave count. And so here we are. Are we going to rally all the way back into the upper 370s? And the answer to that is yes, and I've been saying this all along, if we can get up and over this descending channel bottom that spans back to the May high. So this is like a 3-month channel structure that we gapped below in that Wednesday earnings report several weeks ago, and we've yet to actually test outright. So 350.03 can certainly play spoiler to a possible recovery rally into the upper 370s. 350.03 can contain buying this week, for the week, and even through the rest of August, perhaps. So if you're a 2 to 3 week swing trader, and we've been mentioning this since testing this 290 support, you can anticipate the 350.03 channel bottom as an objective. You can unload a long position here and even reverse and play the short side into later August. I think that is quite possible. Certainly, if we were to close above 350.03, we have a 1 to 2 week rally into the upper 370s, where this market will test significant resistance, able to contain buying through the rest of the year, and from here we can fall away again. Ultimately, still anticipating 227.85. Unless we can get up and over this channel bottom again, I'm going to hold to that as a longer term target. So let's jump into kind of like the day itself. We've got 337.24 still. That is that April 26 low. That is an intraday resistance level. Can contain intraday, possibly daily highs. If we push through 337.24, we could within the day see 350.03. You could also say that closing Monday above 337.24 sets up a Tuesday test of 350.03, where once again we can top out for the week and even through the rest of August and fall away. Once again, if we close above 350.03, then our next objective is this upper 370s longer term resistance that I mapped out here earlier on the weekly chart. Let's take a look at the downside today. I've got 318.29, simple 4-5 day channel bottom, intraday support. We could trade inside this 318.29 to 337.24 area all day long. These are solid day tradable levels. For those of you who day trade the market, 318.29 support can contain intraday, possibly daily selling pressures. 337.24 resistance can contain intraday, possibly daily buying pressures. If we break 318.29 today, I would only anticipate 308.47, which is an extreme rising 1.5 2 week channel bottom that lines up well with the high of the low. So I think this is a solid level that can contain not only daily selling pressures, but we might even round out of here into later week. So if you're looking for an area to buy the market on weakness, and I'm talking to day traders, 3 to 5 day swing traders, where we could bottom out for more than a day, it is 308.47. It becomes an objective below 318.29, and that would likely be on an intraday basis, I would think. think 308.47 we can round up to channel resistance. From here, we could potentially round up to this 350.03 channel bottom over the following week or two, because we did just freshly come off of a meaningful support area in the low 290s. So there is this sort of, how should I put it, near-term upward momentum that is developed following the testing of that near to mid-term support in the 290s. But nonetheless, keep in mind that this market can grow tired on the way up. And in fact, once again, the low 350s remain a significant test for this market as we move through the rest of August. One other thing I do want to mention, actually I'm going to mention a few more things. Closing below 308.47 clearly indicates a test this week, I should say a retest this week of 290 support, this 291.81 to 296.35 region, able to contain selling for the day, for the week, and through the month of August, and above which this market has a fighting chance of pushing into the upper 370s over the next 3 to 5 weeks. That becomes fully clarified and expected if we can close over the next week or so above 350.03. But if we do close below a 291.81 at the end of this week, which doesn't look likely, but it is possible, then within a month or two, let's just say by the end of October, I would expect the 227.85 longer-term objective. And that 227.85 does line up, well, it doesn't line up, but it precedes an even longer-term support level, a 6-year channel bottom at 187.21. It is this lower zone that, if tested by the end of the year, presents a solid buy opportunity for those of you who just want to invest in Tesla long-term, put a portion of that into your portfolio and hold it for, well, through 27 and even through the rest of the decade. This is an area that could contain selling pressures on an ultra long-term basis. Anything else to say? I don't think so. All I do want to say is please click like, share, subscribe, check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of our 2-week trial. I will be back tomorrow, of course, with Tuesday's Tesla Report. You have a great day.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity.
Start your 2-week free trial and trade with clarity from day one.